Alright, welcome back everyone. As I promised last run, right now, Portal Glitchless by LeoKeidran. I hope I didn't butcher that name too much. Leo, kick some ass.
Thanks so much. Yeah, so I'm Leo. I showcased Common Center before, but I'll be showing you Portal, a pretty classic game that I think everyone's heard of. You solve puzzles with portals, and we're going to be doing the exact same, but much faster. So, I'm going to kick it straight off and load into a game. Time starts when the crosshair appears, which is a little tricky to time in, but I'll do my best to count it in, and we'll go from there. So, loading in. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, in terms of Portal, I think we've all heard of it, but I'm going to be running the Glitchless category, which means we're not going to be doing anything too crazy. We've got a 50-second wait here with GLaDOS just rambling on us, so we have to wait a little while, but in the meantime we can flip the radio and throw this mug at the light, because, you know, turns out this light actually can move. But never noticed that in my previous gameplay, but as it turns out, the light is pretty fun to play with. Anyway, so the Glitchless category. It means that we can't do anything too crazy, we can't shoot portals through walls, we can't clip through walls and stuff, but you are going to see some crazy stuff, and the most common thing you're going to see is me bunny hopping everywhere, which is a movement technique of effectively constantly hopping to maintain speed. A little bit faster than running everywhere, but it's about the same as, I don't know, if you were able to say run in other games. But what we're gonna do here, first set of puzzles are pretty straightforward, but you can see pretty quickly we're making our way forward. First chamber I'd say is pretty easy, but not really much of a chamber, as it is the vault, and there is nothing at all there. So the first puzzle is not much of a puzzle either, and we just move a cube from one place to another. There are small optimizations you'll notice me doing, like I'll be hopping pretty much everywhere to improve speed, but I'll also be using portals to get around much faster than you would in a casual playthrough. And that's going to become way more prominent when we get, first off, the primary portal device, but then the secondary portal device. So, for now, you have to endure these boring chambers. But hey, that's part of Glitchless, and that's how it goes. Yeah, so what we'll do is when we load into the next one, we'll be greeted with the portal gun. Except we've got to wait for GLaDOS to talk again. You'll notice she does not stop talking, and to say the least, she is very annoying. She drones on and on. But the moment that we get this portal device, that's going to kick off. Grab that in just a moment. You're going to see me optimizing my movement here. Grab the gun. We've got our rainbow portal gun. Thanks to you guys for donating to that. I was not expecting rainbow, but you guys voted for it, so donate towards it rather. So I'm not gonna complain. But first case of shooting portals where you save a lot of time is just by shooting portals and walking back and forth. It's a little bit of a weird one to wrap your head around, but it's a lot easier to figure out compared to inbounds and out of bounds where you're shooting portals through walls and trying to make sense of what's going on is incredibly difficult. But I would say this is the first chamber we actually learned to do anything. We grab this cube, we put it on the button. That's the same deal, except we shot a portal. But this next chamber is where it gets a little more interesting. We're going to be doing cube drops, where we'll effectively drop a cube in a particular way to ensure that it lands on a button. And then once it's done that, we're going to drop another one and hop through the door. So we'll do that now. That's one. And then there's the other one. And that's it. That's the chamber. Yeah, there is unfortunately we have to wait for a scripted line here. First, if you have anything you want to bring up now, it's probably a good time to do so.
Alright, thank you. Yes, I can tell you a couple of things if you'd like. What do you want to hear? I've got animal facts and I've got stuff about the marathon.
I think, well, we all love some animal facts. I feel like the viewers should know about the marathon.
Alright, for those who don't know yet, we are raising money for Minds, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and support everyone who's dealing with mental health issues themselves or within their families. All of your donations will directly go to Minds.
Very much. I would recommend donating. Such a great cause. It's something that we sure not everyone will deal with, but you'll always know someone who's dealing with it. Getting that help out there is, and getting that awareness out, making it normalized is so critical. So, you probably noticed I did some funky stuff, and it's about to pick up here. We're gonna jump over this railing, we're gonna hop through this portal, and we're gonna hop on the ledge, and that's the chamber. We didn't even do the puzzle. Took about 30 seconds. So, if you blinked, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it again. But, that's gonna be a pretty common trend. Chambers are gonna take a minute to a minute and a half at most. Especially later on, it'll take a little longer, but even then, I'm gonna be cutting a lot of corners, including here. The cube would come through with me. One day it will. Dude, hello? The cube is stuck in the little hole there. We're gonna... I go for a cube through, unfortunately not. But yeah, we'll come back to this chamber much later on, towards the end of the game. But that's why the elevator, the chamber lock, only came in just as we were arriving. But yeah, later chambers, they get quite intense. And in not this chamber coming up, but the chamber after, we're gonna get the dual portal device, and that's gonna really kick off everything. We're gonna start pulling off some weird stuff. I mean, that in itself, what I just did there, I shot a portal and stepped back through right as it closed. Here's another one. Camera likes to act a little bit funky, so sorry if you're a little disoriented there. I do too, don't worry. The next chamber is where we get the dual portal device, and you're gonna see me shooting a lot of portals around to minimize the amount of time I'm walking, because if you're walking, you're slow. If you're shooting portals, you're effectively stepping considerably less, and it's a lot less time. So now I've got the second portal. I'm gonna, rather than walk that small distance, I use a portal much faster. We now got our two portals, and we're gonna use this till the end of the game. And we're gonna try and use it to fling our way through pretty much all the chambers, because completing these chambers normally, that's a slower way of doing it. Gonna try and get a faster fling here. Oops, easy. Right, did not go as planned. That's okay. There is a faster way to fling yourself up, but well, she did not get it, and I wasn't about to redo it multiple times just to save a little bit of time. But here we go. So we're gonna do what's called a cube throw. You told me to do it earlier, and you can see the door just briefly opened, but it's enough for us to step through and get to the chamber lock. It's kind of a faster level strat that we like to do. It's a little bit risky because that particular throw is very specific. Getting the angle, the speed, getting everything lined up is a pain. But you practice enough, so pretty consistent. Same thing here. We're gonna do a little cube throw. And that's it. What I love here is GLaDOS is saying this might take a long time. I think that was one of the shorter chambers, 20 seconds or so that took us to do. So, but this next one, this one is a fun one because we didn't do the chamber. That's it. We are at the end. We shot two pulls and that's it. So, it gives a little bit of a scale as to what we're doing here. And how many corners we're cutting, how quickly we're going through these chambers. So honestly, don't blink. You will miss a lot of the game.
Fun fact, that was intended.
That indeed
Developer
was.
intended.
Indeed it was. Oh no, I missed the cycle. Cool. So we got 1.5 cycle, which saves a lot. cycle. It's fine. A little too eager, but we're gonna fling our way over this, which saves a little bit of time. We're then also gonna shoot some portals on the floor, on the ceiling, and that's it. That is the next chamber done. Not as smooth as I'd hope, but I can't complain. To me, as long as we get through the chambers without a royal mess up, I think we can all agree. Still pretty cool. Okay, so we got some turrets coming up. Although Glitchless is saying there's maintenance, it's all a lie. It is planned in its entirety. But what we're going to do is we're going to do all the portal peaks. The portal peaking is where we basically step through one portal and shoot the portal we just stepped through. So you'll see here, I just shot the orange, now I just shot the blue, and now I'm here. And now this is where I'm going to shoot lots of orange portals. Hopefully not die to the, there we go, all good. Not as smooth, but hey ho. Whatever gets the job done, as I say. That's it. That was Chamber 16, and we finally move on to Chamber 17, which I think is everyone's favorite. It has everyone's favorite, I was going to say character, but it's not really a character, it's an inanimate object, but we all love it so. It is the companion cube. We're going to use that to boost our way through the level, because of course, we need it. Just because we're speedrunning doesn't mean we can't use it. I'm gonna grab it here. We're gonna hop our way down this corridor. It's a little bit faster than walking. Hop our way down here. Hopefully I don't die to the other pellet. There it is. I thought it would happen. It's alright. Happens on occasion. This is why you make lots of quick saves. That's what the notification is here. You're seeing where it says saved. One day I'll grab this cube. That's just me manually saving the game in case I want to redo a trick and I stop there. Whoops. That's alright. Here we go. There we go. Probably line this up. So we're going to use this camera, and we're going to slap the cube on top, jump on the camera, jump on the cube, and that's the puzzle done. Who needs puzzles when you can just climb out of the solution? And unfortunately, there is no escape. We have to incinerate the cube, but we're going to do it in style. We're going to do a little cube thrower. It saves a little bit of time. But I think we can get some Bible thumbs in the chat for the companion cube there. It was sad. But alas, it is required for the speedrun. For if we do not kill it, we simply lose time. Indefinitely as we sit there cuddling it. But hey, if you like that camera trick, you're gonna like this one. Because we're gonna do that exact same trick here on this. Let me grab a camera real quick. We'll need this one in particular. We're gonna pop it against this door. And we're gonna wedge it open. So, you might be wondering, we're running the glitches category, but this is not a glitch. It's intended physics behavior, so therefore not categorized as a glitch. Which is, you think would be a little bit strange, but, it's not. Unfortunately, didn't get the reportal there, but that's all grand. And reach the end of the chamber. Not too bad, not too shabby. Now reaching the last few sections here. Now, you're probably noticing, anyone with a keen eye, you're noticing I'm going to stand at the back of any kind of... I've been standing in the back of the chambers, like lifts, and that's to ensure that I'm standing in like sort of the load zone for the chamber to go up. As if I'm standing right at this door, it just refuses to let you through. It's a really weird kind of behavior, but it's something kind of noticed. Anyway, multiple wall peaks, because we don't like doing things normally here. We want it up there. Gonna leap across this all as normal. But we're gonna shoot some portals around. Get a portal through the fatten. And shoot a portal up there, and that's it. Get through this vent here.
Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer
Break
aided
through.
enrichment
Like I
activity.
said, we'll be back at this chamber, but we now have dual portals, so we can go wherever we want.
Stop it.
No questions asked. Pop
Idiot.
down here.
That you made it
We're going to
through
use
the
this
final
little ledge
chapter.
here to just get
Pretend
enough
we were
height
going to murder you.
to shoot down there.
We
We're
are
not waiting.
very happy for your success.
And just like that, we're around to this next part of the escape. Just like that, another portal peak. Shoot a portal here, and we're gonna do the usual fling as normal. Unfortunately, it's there are faster strats, but I unfortunately have not practiced them. But even then, this is still a lot faster than doing the game as intended, as you can imagine. Another set of portal peaks there. We're gonna shoot that here. We're gonna land on the tube. And that is this section of the escape completed. So, okay. This one is probably this next section is gonna be this is gonna confuse you. I'm gonna do my best to explain what's going on here. So we need this little room here. There's enough height there that we can kind of get through. I'm gonna try and land. Oh, don't fall over now. We need you, buddy. I shot the wrong portal. Good thing I make autosaves there. There we go. So, I'm gonna do a quick fling over. I'm gonna shoot both portals as I move around. So we're gonna need this turret. He has a very critical role of shooting us. And normally you wouldn't want to get shot, but this turret's aim is null to great, I will admit. Because he just shot out that glass for us. And just like that, we've got to the next section.
You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
And there we go. So, we're on the final stage here. And we're gonna do a very cool fling that saves quite a bit of time. And that is to just shoot a portal up to where we want to go, and that's it. We're now up over the catwalk. Gonna use some mortal portals to get around, and we're into the GLaDOS fight. Now, unfortunately, GLaDOS likes to talk a lot. So this entire segment here, this entire section, this next minute and a half is simply just her talking. So once we got rid of the first core, I'll explain what we're going to do.
You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4.
You see the first
That wasn't supposed to happen.
First core did not go through, unfortunately. I did not shoot the portal in the right spot. That's okay. We'll juggle it back in. There we go. Alright, so Baz is going to talk a bunch. We'll get that sorted. Anyway, so what we're going to do is there's going to be a turret that comes up. It's going to shoot a rocket at us. It's going to go through this portal. Sorry, it's not going to go through that portal, but we're going to shoot another portal up. We're going to hit the button. We're going to grab the core and put it into the incinerator before it closes. A little bit of a tight window, but I'm going to make it happen. So, but while we wait for GLaDOS, I will point out that if anyone's looking to run this game, who has any interest and like that, I highly recommend checking out the speedrun.com page. There's so many resources there. It makes it, I don't want to say easy to learn, but it can teach you a lot. It probably is the most well-documented set of notes and videos ever for a set of speedruns that I have seen personally. So, highly recommend checking that out. There's also the Discord, which you can check out. Plenty of people who can help you out. I have met quite a few cool people there. This second to last core. I'm on the final core here. So time is coming up pretty shortly. We gotta get this last core in. I'll count it down the instant that I throw it in. A little early, but should we get so time is coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time. Oof. That was a pretty quick run through a portal there. I think that matches the definition of speedrun. I don't know about you.
Yeah, this is congratulations, I have to say, first and foremost. Very great run.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Is there anything you want to shout out? Anyone? Anything?
Yeah, sure. So I'll quickly shout out Double, who's just a great speedrunner. He's showcased a couple other games here as well. Just a great guy who introduced me a lot to speedrunning marathons. And then also want to thank a very good friend of mine, Haiku, who introduced me to Portal speedrunning and helped me get get myself figured out. And then finally, I'll show myself out. My Twitch page is twitch.tv/LeoKeidran. I speedrun mostly anime surgery, but sometimes I'll come back to Portal and see what I can relearn.
All right. That being said, coming up next, Octopath Traveler. And it will also be it for me. Someone else will be taking my place. I hope you all had a lovely time. I know I sure as hell did. And with that, we'll be right back.